Today we have a 1996 Honda Civic EX at a 1.6 liter in it, 5-speed. The problem we've run into, we were doing a motor swap, and the passenger side torque mount, which is this right here, what happened is, as you see, there's no rubber left. So we had to swap that out and put a new one. And I have a new one here. What was happening is put my wrench on, and this bolt here just spins right here. So the inside, the weld had let go from the inside of the frame. I'm gonna cut the frame here. I'm gonna cut out a panel, an access panel, remove those, get the new ones secure, and then I'm going to weld that back in. I have the torque mount removed. I had to cut the bolts off, but now I'm ready to draw a new pattern and cut out a panel to get inside the frame. So now that my panel's out, I have access inside this now. I kept this because I'm going to put it back in. But this here, this nut, is on the inside. And as you see, it's tack welded to the frame here, here, here. But it's not done very well. So I'm going to put new nuts in there. Actually going to attach it, tighten it up, and then once it's tight, I'll just put my own tack on there. And then I'll seal this back up, grind it down, clean it up, put a coat of paint over it. She should be good as new. And just something to note, this nut that's tack welded on the inside is a 17 mil. So what I've done is I've put my torque mount on, and then I didn't bolt this in yet, but it's all lined up. I didn't want to have to do it the other way, fight with it, but it doesn't really matter. But now it's lined up, and now I can put my nuts on the inside and my bolts up through, and then tack the nuts on in place after I tighten it up. Anyways, my nut is on top of the bolt. Now I have to tighten that up a bit, and I'm going to drop the other one in. So now I have my nuts in there, both of them, the other one way down there, and they're nice and tight. Now I'm going to tack weld the outside of that nut to the frame via this open access panel now, and then once that's done, I'm going to seal this up. I have my panel in place. I've cleaned up the edges of the panel as well as the outside, and I've got my little mini magnets holding it into place. Now I'm going to just tack it into place, remove my magnets, and then I'm going to fill on my hole. After I'm all said and done, any excess weld I'll grind off and clean it off with a wire brush and make it flush, and then prime it and paint it. Should be good as new. Now, it's kind of hard to see. I got stuff on my screen. It's still kind of warm, and the light's hitting it wrong. But that's the panel. Just kind of grind it up, but I've got some spots here. Get this light situated. Okay, here, I'll show you here. I've got some spots, see there, where I didn't quite get it. Well, I'm gonna fill those. And just so you know, this is only my 4th time welding, but there's the panel. Try and get a good angle. And it's only rough looking, like I say, because of the grinder. So there, my welding's all done. I've got some microscopic holes in there, but I'll just fill it with body fill if the paint doesn't fill it. It's really shiny looking just because of the grinder. But anyways, you knew what it looked like before. So now I'm ready to prime and paint that, and I'm done this repair. So that was how I replaced the broken bolts for the lower torque mount on the passenger side of a 96 Honda Civic. Cut an access panel and welded it back in.